In the Persian Gulf, the most precious liquid isn't oil, it is drinking water.
People cannot survive without water for more than a day or two.
Most Gulf countries have little or no access to natural fresh water. Much of the region's water comes from desalination plants. Desalination plants are facilities that turn seawater into drinking water by removing salt and minerals. And in the Gulf, more than 100 million people rely on them to survive.
Even if only a few desalination plants were taken offline, this would be quite consequential for the communities that rely on those plants.
In the first week of the US-Israeli war against Iran, desalination plants were suddenly pulled into the fighting. Iran said the US struck a plant on Qishm Island, a claim Washington denies. A day later, Bahrain said one of its plants was hit by an Iranian drone.
This war has demonstrated the extreme vulnerability of this part of the world to attacks on water, on energy, on the availability of food.
Let's look at a few countries in the region. As you can see, most Gulf states rely to some degree on desalinated water. Some, like Kuwait, rely almost entirely on it. Without those plants, taps would run dry within days.
You don't have to attack the water plants themselves. You can just attack the energy infrastructure, which the US, Israel, and Iran are already doing.
And serious damage can be done even without complex military planning.
It doesn't require taking every single one of the region's desalination plants offline to generate a crisis, but just to demonstrate the inherent vulnerability.
And the region's dependence on desalination also means that even accidental strikes, falling debris, or contaminated seawater from events such as oil spills could trigger a crisis, with long-term effects if the war drags on.
Moving forward, many people are going to rethink whether it's a good idea to live in this part of the world, or more consequential for the Gulf states, to invest in this part of the world.
That's a bit of a worst-case scenario, and it's still just one scenario among many. But when you think about it, is there anything worse than running out of water?